Ella and the Secret Garden. Ella was a very curious little girl who loved reading all sorts of adventure stories. Every night, she would lie in bed flipping through her books filled with mysteries and fantasies, always dreaming of experiencing an adventure like the ones in her stories. One afternoon, as usual, Ella took the school bus home. She was particularly tired that day and soon fell asleep on her seat. The sun shone through the window onto her face, bringing a warm sensation. Suddenly, a jolt woke her up. Rubbing her eyes, she found the bus empty, and outside the window was a garden she had never seen before. The scene seems to leap straight out of adventure books, filling her with surprise and excitement. The garden was filled with colorful flowers, some as tall as people, others small and delicate. The air was fragrant with flowers, and golden butterflies and bees fluttered among them. Where am I? How did I get here? Ella wondered aloud as she stood up and got off the bus in the garden. A talking bird flew onto her shoulder and said in human language, "Welcome to the magic garden, young lady. This is a place full of wonders." Ella asked in amazement, "Can you really talk? Is this real?" "Of course it's real," replied the bird. Just then a rainbow-colored fox came over, its eyes twinkling with intelligence. "I am the guardian of this garden," the fox said. "If you can solve 3 riddles, you can make a wish." "Can I wish for anything?" Ella asked excitedly. "Any wish not at the fox?" Ella said, "Okay. Let's start." First riddle. Find the bird with the most beautiful song. The most melodious bird song in this garden needs to be found and listened to, said the fox. Ella searched the garden, hearing various bird songs, some crisp, some deep, but none were the one she was looking for. Finally, under a wisteria, she found the little blue bird. Its song was fresh and ethereal, as if from a dream. Second riddle. Find the color-changing flower. Very good. Now, you need to find a flower that changes with music, color, said the fox. Ella walked through every corner of the garden, observing each flower's reaction. She even hummed a little tune, trying to coax out the magical flower. At last, on a green meadow, she found a white flower that slowly turned pink as she sang. Third riddle. Find the mirror that reflects the inner self. After solving the first 2 riddles, the fox led Ella to another corner of the garden where there was an ancient stone gazebo. The last riddle, said the fox, is to find a mirror that reflects your inner self. Ella entered the gazebo and saw several mirrors, each uniquely decorated, some adorned with sparkling gems, others surrounded by vines and flowers. She examined each mirror. In the first, her smiling face appeared, but it didn't feel like her true self. The second showed her dressed as a queen, which she found odd. Finally, standing before the simplest mirror, Ella saw her sincere eyes and curious smile. She realized this was her true self. "I found it," she told the fox. "This mirror shows my true self." "You're right, Ella," smiled the fox. After solving all the riddles, Ella made a wish to visit this magical place again. As she made the wish, everything began to blur. As the wish was about to come true, everything became hazy. Ella felt herself slowly waking up. When she opened her eyes, she was still on the school bus, which had reached its stop. Her mother was waiting for her below. "Mom," Ella called out happily as she got off the bus. "What's the matter, Ella? You seem very happy," her mother asked. Ella replied, "Mom, I had a dream about a magic moonlit garden and a little fox. It was so real and wonderful. But it was just a dream. I might never go back there. Her mother smiled and took Ella's hand. Maybe that garden and the little fox really exist in your heart, Ella. Ella nodded, her heart full of warmth and joy. Although it was just a dream, she knew the mysterious garden and her friend would always be in her heart.